How much you got on that one, mate?
10 on there, mate.
10, cheers, thank you. Sorry.
Did you do a tenner for those three? So 15 for all three. Right, can I leave the box? Yeah? Yeah, I'll drop it. You can leave the box. Can I take the box? Just take that bottom out. Yeah.
Can't reach for the game.
Cheers, mate, thank you. Yeah, I'll take them too, thanks. Not getting any. How much are the DVD?
I'm going to
put them on there for what the weight on here is.
Well, Grandma, I've got about 7 hangers and about 50 things to hang. All right, well, we'll just keep.
Yeah, just going.
I'm going to say, we'll just keep.
This lady's going to buy after this and we'll have to square angle.
Can you ring Auntie Becky and ask her to bring some hangers then?
Go on then.
I'm hoping he'll give me a good price. Right, mate, what can you do on all these lot?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, tenner.
Yeah, perfect, spot on. So is this a computer? Yeah. What sort of price was you after on this?
Make me an offer.
I
I haven't got a clue. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not sure where to.
To be honest, I just want it gone, so give us a £5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just want it gone.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So if you're new here, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I do reselling part-time whilst looking after my son. We focus on gaming, media, Blu-rays, DVDs, old and new tech, football boots, and we've got a massive DVD bundle to go through today. So let's have a look what I found this morning. So a guy was selling vinyls and CDs, and I said to him, have you got any DVDs? And he said there's a few in that box. And I took out the stuff that was on top, and it was all network DVDs, which that's what I tell you to look out for. So we got 22 of those to go through. But my best find was actually from another car booter for 50p. And it's Anne of Green Gables. Now, sadly, the outside box is in really poor condition. Now, this can sell, obviously, in poor condition from 30 quid, very good condition, all the way over £100. CEX will do £27 voucher on that. I'm actually going to go and buy Sniper Elite Resistance today. So I think, to be honest with you, because the condition is so poor, I might even struggle for the £30 mark, which is frustrating given the value of it. So I think I'll probably just trade that in, 50p into £27 voucher, basically get my free PS5 game. I think that's what I'll do with that. And let's go through all of these network DVDs. I've tried to separate them into piles based on eBay solds. Now, some of the solds on eBay are triple, some of them quadruple what you can buy them for from CEX. And a lot of these were actually out of stock from CEX as well. I'm going to probably go through, let's go through the best ones first. That's My Boy, season 4. Now, I don't know how much the other ones are, but there was only one of this listed on eBay. There were a couple of solds, £16 all the way up to £46, and there were none of these are in stock at CEX. So I'd like to say we paid a tenner, by the way, for 22 DVDs. We paid a tenner, so what's that? Less than 50p each. So again, price wise, what, 20, maybe higher. We just need to do a little bit more research on that one, whether or not can I pick up seasons 1, 2 and 3, or however many they are, cheap enough to then do a full set. I'm not sure with that one, but I'd probably say at least 20. Says Les, if I'm pronouncing some of these wrong, I am sorry. But Says Les, volume 2, 3-disc set. It's a little bit of damage on the casing, which is a shame. I think this one was, I think CEX was selling it at 35, and I think it was between anywhere from 25 up to like new copies were like 80. So again, fantastic one that is. We'll probably aim. Now, the frustrating thing with this is because of the triple disc, I can't just obviously swap it out to a new case because the inlay is absolutely fine. It's the outer case that's got a little bit of damage on. So we're probably going to aim for that slightly lower mark on that one. I think this one is probably the best find of the day. The other half, complete second series, out of stock at CEX. They sell it for 35. There are no listings from what I can see on Vinted, no listings on eBay. I need to have another look, see if I can find, the complete box set, or see if I can find any more listings. But as far as I can tell, there's no listings. I've done the barcode scan, I've searched for it, I can't find any listings. So I guess that's for me to set a price. If I can't find any more listings or anything, it's going to be for me to set a price on that. There were a few solds. I think there was a couple of solds at like the mid-20s. I think there was a sold at over 50. So it's going to depend how much people want it, really. If there's not that much, people don't really want it, although it's a rare DVD. If I overprice it, it's going to be a bit silly. And then we go into 3 more piles as well. These aren't really fails, but they're just not that much value in them. I think they were all vouchering in for £1.20. So there's no money lost there if I just voucher them in. But like I've got the 2nd and 3rd seasons of In Love in Memory. Again, it might be worth me having a look for that 1st season and seeing whether or not it's worth a bit more. But they were selling for about 4 to 5 quid each separately. And then Sandbaggers. Again, I don't know whether some of these are just one-off series, whether there was multiple seasons or anything like that. But again, that was about 5 to 7, something like that. First series of Not On Your Nelly. Minimum contents, all 7 episodes, complete and uncut. So maybe it was just a one-off series, but again, that was going for about 5 to 7. That wasn't from the network DVD guy, but I think that cost me 50p. But just when I see like random horror DVDs, even though it's a PG, I thought I'll pick it up, but there's nothing really in that. It goes for about 2 to 3 quid on that one. And then we'll keep going through some of these as well. Yeah, lots of obviously talking, just trying to go through them, trying to show you all. I could do it very quickly, but I don't know, I'd rather go into a bit more detail. Right, I'm trying to remember. So we've got this Strangers 2nd and 3rd series. The 3rd series was like selling for about a £5, but the 2nd series was going for, I think it was going for like 15 to 20. So whether or not that 2nd series is better or more people want it, I don't know. I'm gonna have a look again for that season 1 and see how much I can get for the complete set of that. Same with this one. George and Mildred, we've got 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can actually get season 1 for 2 quid from CEX, which I think is probably worth doing. And although it's not the box set, you will have the full set of that, which I think the full set was going for, I think it was going for 20 to 30. I just need to double check that one. But yeah, so far so good. And then this last pile is quite a big pile. We're all over £10. All the solds on these were over £10, and I think they were 10 to 20, if I remember rightly. Follyfoot. Season, 1st series. Ah, look, it's Q from James Bond. I'm sure that is Q from James Bond. I'm sure it is. Yeah, Desmond Llewellyn. But yeah, this one was going for about £20. Follyfoot. Sorry, some of these I've never heard of, and it's just really interesting. Who is that on the front? Father Dear Father, season 4. I think this one was going for about 15. I think the other ones were just worth nothing, but this one was like, I think it was 15 to 18, most of the solds on that one. The 2nd season of Two's Company, I think I got the film last week of this. So I'm just wondering whether it's worth putting the film together with that. But again, it was like 15 quid, selling regularly, season 2 at 15 quid. And then, again, this one here, I've got the 1st and the 3rd. So whether we sell them individually or whether we try and find the other ones. I think this might have been the same with the other one. Like, I think either season 1 was like 3 or 4 quid, but then season 3 was like 15 quid. So we need to just have, a bit more of a double check on that. And this is prime example. CEX was selling that for, I think the voucher for that was like 80p, selling it for 4 quid, but the solds on that are regularly over 12 quid. Usually that sells at 15 quid with free postage. So yeah, 12 quid with 3 quid postage, like I normally do. I'm not sure why they get their prices so wrong. The complete series, I assume this is everything of The Lovers. It's all in there. Yeah, 15 quid. I don't know what this is either. There was like so many listings. Edward Woodward is Callan Wet Job, whatever that is. World of Professional Spy. I don't know. I've no idea. Sounds a bit strange, but it looks like the good thing is when you do open the disc, you can sometimes see like which other ones is. So I don't think this is like a series. I think this is just like films. But there's like a 4-disc set, a 6-disc set. So even just this single DVD was, again, 12 to 15 on that. The Power Game. think, is this everything? Oh, just the first series. And then this one is like a random French film, selling for like 15 quid, sometimes more. It's like a horror thriller version of Thelma and Louise. I say modern, it's from like 2000s, but that was still selling, like say 15 to 20 quid on that. The Good Life, I think this was from someone else. I think I paid 2 quid on that, and that was selling for like a tenner. And The Detectives, that was from a different stand. That was £1, and that sells for like 10 to 15. So as I say, just be very careful with with the network DVDs. Don't always follow CEX. Obviously, it's a quick guide. If you are just doing it on CEX, look at if it's out of stock. If it's out of stock, it's going to be worth way more than CEX is selling it for usually. And if it's network, just scan it on eBay as well to double check, because I find with DVDs, box sets, Blu-rays at CEX, if you want them for yourselves, they tend to sell them much cheaper than the going rate tends to be on eBay. I don't know why that is, but obviously if you're vouchering in, don't short yourself on money by not checking those eBay solds, because if I'd have taken a lot of this in, the voucher would have still been okay, but I'd have lost a lot of money rather than checking those eBay solds. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. A lot of obviously talking, which I do apologise, but thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.